Hello guys, so I want to quickly share with you my top 10 online business lessons from 2019. Okay, these are things that have worked for me very greatly in my own online businesses, and I believe that if you watch this video till the end, you're going to pick 1, 2, 3 or even more lessons that will help you end this year with a bang. But not just that, these are things that will also help you start out 2020 on the right footing. Okay, so here with me is a list of top 10 online business lessons I learned from my own business, online businesses, this year. All right, so let's dive right in. The first business lesson is never depend on one. Never depend on one. If you are an online entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about. Now, for some persons, they have decided they're selling just one product online, or they have one traffic source, or they have one ad account. Now, the problem with that is, if anything should happen to them, you are screwed. If you are selling just one product online and at some point conversion drops, for you to figure out what next product to sell in that niche, in that market, it takes time. And business is all about momentum. And I can tell you this from experience, that it is very, very difficult to grow momentum in your business. All right? It is very, very difficult to gain momentum in your business, but losing that momentum is very easy, and when you lose it, to rebuild it is freaking difficult. So don't depend on one product, don't depend on one traffic source. Explore other means or other traffic channels that you could sell off your product. Okay, so if you are running a Facebook advert, the right thing to do is to see if you can get your ideal buyers on Google and start running Google ads, start running native ads, start running YouTube ads. Remember, never depend on one. Don't play a game of one. Get multiple products to sell, get multiple traffic sources, and if you must sell on Facebook, let's say that you've done all your marketing research and you discover that yes, your ideal customers, your ideal clients are 80-90% of them are on Facebook. What you have to do is to go ahead and create multiple Facebook ad accounts, because whether you like it or not, unless you are still a newbie, even newbies can tell you that Facebook show no mercy. Especially if you sell, maybe your product is in the health niche or the wealth creation niche, Facebook, or even the relationship niche, Facebook shows no mercy. They can ban your ad account anytime, any day, without prior notice. So you need to have your game uptight. You need to create multiple ad accounts. So if anything happens to this, you quickly get to the next one. You need to keep moving. That is what momentum is all about. All right. So my first online business lesson from 2019 is never depend on one. The second lesson is build a list. Build a list. Now, this is what happened. Earlier this year, there was this product I sold late last year, and I really made massive sales from it. But then earlier this year, I wanted to go back and sell a similar product, the same niche. But I found out that it was like me restarting all over again. It was me restarting again because I didn't build a list in that niche. Obviously, I never knew I would be playing long term in the niche, so I didn't bother to build a list. I didn't have any Facebook pixel on my site to get their data. So what happened was that I practically had to start afresh. If I had built a list, what I would have done is, with that similar product, that product that I had, all I would have done was to go back, create a custom audience and run a retargeting ad. And not just that, I could have easily created a lookalike audience and run a retargeting ad to those that are exactly like those people that have actually bought from me, but I never did that. So you need to start building your list. I don't care what market, what niche you are into. You need to start right now, if you've not been doing that, to build a list. The money is in the list. And when you have a list, you can upsell them on other things. All right, so not just the importance of building a list is not just for you to create lookalike audience, create custom audience, run a retargeting ad. No, you can make them other offer, and they will be willing to buy, and that is you making more money, making more profit at the back end. So the number 2 lesson is build a list. Start now if you've not been doing that. It pains me because I know that a whole lot of guys that do online business, they don't have a list, and because of this they are leaving money on the table. So if you are watching this right now, if you get the opportunity to watch this short video, this valuable video, start right away to build your list. So the first lesson is never depend on one. The second lesson is always build a list. All right, now the third lesson is don't let fear hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. I've also come to realize that so many people in the online business space, they are afraid. Some of them are afraid of, what if I start selling this product and nobody buys? What if I run a Facebook advert, a Google ad, and I don't make any sales? That means I've lost the money I spent on ads. What if I start running this advert and Facebook ban my account and I lose that account? What if? And they let that fear hold them back for long. But this is the game. You shouldn't allow fear to hold you back. And I'm not going to sit here and claim to be one Superman, like a superhero. No, I also feel these fears. Whatever fear you feel, I can guarantee you, well, I can tell you that I have felt such fears. Probably I don't know what the fear is, but maybe I even have that fear. But the thing is that I act in spite of my fears. So what if this doesn't sell? Well, how I look at it is not a loss. Okay, if I run an advert and I don't make any sales, or I don't make as much sales as I would want, I don't see it as a loss. I see it as a learning opportunity. So what I would do is I ask myself, what did I not do right? Could it be with my targeting? Could it be with my offer? Could it be that the market is not interested in the product? There is no demand for the product. So it's always a learning opportunity. Okay, if I run an advert, what if Facebook banned my account? Fine and good, get on. Like I say, the first lesson is never depend on one. So I have multiple other accounts. If they ban this, I'm jumping right to the next one. That is the rule of the game. That is how the game is being played. So you have to develop that thick skin. Fear, everybody feels fear. Everybody, I can guarantee you that, feels fear. Even the big guys. All right, because at times people look at us, they feel we are, like I said, superhumans. No, we still have such fears, but we act in spite of our fears. So never let fear hold you back. That is the third lesson. The fourth lesson is test, and test. Don't assume. Marketing is all about experiment. Marketing is purely experiment. There are things you will do that might not work. There are other things you will do that will work. So what you need to do is, instead of trying to sit and in your mind figure out the perfect strategy, the perfect plan, the perfect way of going about this or that, you should be out there testing. You've picked that product, test, start running a test ad. It doesn't work. Okay, what did I not do well? What could I have done better? Keep testing it. Keep testing, always test. And I will tell you that, unfortunately, the newbies, they run fewer ad tests than the pros. If I pick a product that I want to sell, chances are that I have multiple ad sets, multiple ad copies, ad creatives on that single product. So I'm testing, I'm looking at the data, I'm looking at the statistics. I want to know which one works better, what is not working, where am I getting my results from. So always test, no matter what the product is. That is the fourth lesson. All right, now the fifth one is have an abundant mentality, have an abundant mindset. I would say this because I train people on e-commerce. Okay, I coach people on how to start an online business, whether it's information marketing or e-commerce. And one of the things I've come to realize, especially those in the e-com space, is that most of my students, when they come back to me, they are afraid of selling a particular product. And when I ask them why, I come to find out that they feel that the market there is someone else is selling these products. Probably they have seen a couple of ads on that product, and so they feel if I should go on and sell this same product, I wouldn't make a sale because the market is saturated, because every people that I'm supposed to sell to or to market to, they have already bought this product. But that is not how it works. As a matter of fact, competition in a niche is a proof that product sells. When you see competition, there is competition in a particular niche for a particular product, is a proof that product sells. So have that abundant mindset. Don't feel that that is scarce, that buyers are scarce, you can't get any buyer. No, that mindset will keep you from making money in your business. It is not a place you want to be. Have an abundant mindset. Believe that if you do things well, people will buy your product, irrespective of whether someone else has been selling that product or not. So always have that abundance. That is the fifth lesson. The sixth lesson is always plan ahead. Always plan ahead and be flexible. Now, towards the end of 2018 and earlier in the year, I sat down, mapped out things I would want to accomplish in my business in 2019. That's this year. And I will tell you that, the year is not yet over, but I've actually done 80% of the things I mapped out. I knew this year that I would be writing a book. That's the addictive marketing. I knew this year that I would be creating some courses, which I've done. I knew this year that I'll be selling some of the products that I'm already selling or have sold. Okay, and there are other things I knew I would do this year. But then remember, I said plan ahead, but be flexible. Now, where that comes in is that things can happen, and you might decide to, okay, for example, with my book, I actually planned that the book would come out middle this year. That should be around June, July, but it ended up coming out in September. Okay, so while I had the plan that I would have a book written this year, I would have a book out this year, a marketing book for that matter, I also had that flexibility to know that, okay, if it mustn't be this month, if I don't do it this month, this is when but I know it has to be this year. But anything can happen, all right? Anything can happen which affects your plan. That's why you need to stay flexible. Again, I had a training, traffic conversion sales funnel, a boot camp. That was in September. That training, that live event, I planned it to come earlier in the year. But like I said, something else happened. I felt, okay, instead of ruling it out completely, let me push it to further months, right? And I've chalked it off, is goal accomplished. So you should always plan ahead in your online business. I would expect that by now, in as much as you want to end this year with a bang, I would also expect that you start planning for 2020. Yes, it is very, very important. it is good for momentum, it is good for consistency. Always plan ahead. That's the 6th lesson. The 7th lesson is build a team. Build a team. Now, I don't know what your ambition is, I don't know what your vision is, I don't know what your dream is, but if you are looking to build a big business that will outlast you, I will tell you that you cannot do it alone. It's never going to be a one-man show. It's simple. It is never going to be a one-man show. And if that's the case, it means you need others on the ship with you. You need people to come on board, people that buy into your vision, people that complement you as a business person, that have complementary skills to come in and help you in your business. So don't go doing it alone. And some people even think, well, the problem with running a one-man show is that you leave so much money on the table. Because it's my belief that your priority as a business owner is to find customers, people, your ideal customer or client for your business, for your service. All right? So that's to mean that what your main focus should be on is marketing and sales. Your marketing and your sales. Every other thing, outsource it. Focus all your energy on marketing and sales. There used to be a time, of course, it's not easy when you are starting out. Yes, when you are starting out, you don't have the big resources, so you practically have to do all these things by yourself. Yes, I too started out that way. There used to be a time that I have an information product to sell. I'll be the one to go and do the designs. Okay, I'll be the one to, I was putting on so many hats in my business. I was doing a whole lot of things, but these things would eventually wear me off, and it affected my bottom line, because the energy I spent doing those things, I could have spent on the things that would bring in more sales, make more profit in my business. So at some point, of course, at some level, with bigger resources, I started building a team, and I would say that that's one of the best things that I've done in my business. So today I get jobs, I get projects I want to handle in my agency for clients. I'm not the one to do everything. I outsource it to my team members. I have things I want to do, products I want to sell. I'm not the one to do everything. I outsource. I tell my team, okay, do this. The ones I don't have someone on ground to do, I outsource. All right, and it allows me more time, more mental space to focus on the core aspect of my online business, which is the marketing part of it and the sales part of it. So always start building a team. If you're not doing it now, you need to start immediately. Start building a team. And it wouldn't even cost you much. To outsource wouldn't cost you much, as a matter of fact. Okay? So the problem is that some of us, it goes back with having that scarcity mentality. Why would if I pay someone 5,000 or 10,000 or 40,000 to do this, that is eating away from my profit, from my money? No, it is not. It's actually adding more value to your business, because the person takes the headache off you while you focus on the most important aspects of your business. So start building a team, outsource and delegate. That is the 7th lesson, all right? Now the 8th lesson is don't be afraid of making offers. Don't be afraid of making offers. There are people that are afraid of selling. I've come to realize that it becomes a psychological thing. I have a mentee. He reached out to me one time and he told me he had this product. I said, okay, how much have you made selling this product? He said, sir, that's a problem, because I've not really made much. All right, the product, apart from my family, friends, I've not really sold much of the product. I asked him why. He said it's because he's afraid of selling. Like, he doesn't want to look like this salesy, this kind of person that is always right in your face. You just want my money. It's like I say, it's a psychological thing, and the fear is real. There are people that they are not making enough offers, they are not making enough money in their business because they are being held back by the fear of not being perceived a certain way. But you have to face the reality, you have to face the fact. You are in business, and what keeps you in business is the money you make in your business. If you're not making money, if you're not growing your cash flow, if you're not making profit, you will be out of business before the snap of a finger. So you need to start making offers, create multiple offers. And the truth is, if you are not making offers, someone else is doing that. All right? If you're not making offers, someone else is doing that. Let me quickly give you an example. How you could create multiple offers is simply one of the examples, or on the ways you can do this is, you have to know what your buyer's journey is. You know who your ideal buyer is, your ideal customer. What is the journey? Now, this is what your product, they want to move from point A to point B. Okay, when they move from point A to point B, which your product helps them to solve, there is another problem. They might want to move from point B to point C. Let me use the relationship niche as an example. Now, you are selling in the relationship niche. You help guys, or let's say, get the lady of their dreams, the woman of their dreams. Okay, now what's the first thing the guy needs to do? First of all, which is a problem, the guy has to be confident enough in himself to even make the first approach. And most guys who can't approach a lady have self-sabotaging beliefs, self-limiting beliefs. Some of them, they have self-esteem issues. Now that's a problem. And the solution to it is a product. Now you've helped this guy build confidence in himself. The next step is, okay, how do I now approach this lady? How do I ask for her contact? Is a problem. There are guys that cannot do that. Now you create a product on how helping them solve that issue. Okay, now they have gotten the contact. How do I go out on the first date with this lady? Is another challenge, and it's a potential product, right? Now I've succeeded in going out on a first date with this lady. How do I grow this relationship, turn it into a long-term thing? Is another problem, because there are guys that, it's just like in sales, there are people that can get the customer, walk through the door, but they don't know how to close the customer. So you've gone out on a first date with this lady, but you don't know how to keep the relationship lively. Is another problem, okay? And there is a product, you can actually create a product out of it. Now you've mastered how to create sparks in your relationship. You want to know, how do I now make this lady that have actually gone out on a date with me to become my wife? Is another problem which you can create. So you can see these are offers you can easily create and sell to your audience. It is for you to sit and ask yourself, who is my ideal customer and what is their journey? Now when you know their journey, from their pains you can create multiple offers. Now even if you don't have that product, it's not a must that you create that product. You can go out there, find people that have product that would help them solve that problem and collaborate with them. You can sell it to them as an affiliate product. But the thing is, don't be afraid of making offers. That is the 8th lesson. Don't be afraid of making offers. In my own business, like I said, going back to the lesson number 6 rather, of planning ahead. In my own business, I know for every month, I know what product do I have to sell. what, in terms of if it's a digital product, what courses do I need to create, what short reports do I need to write. So I've already planned this ahead of time. So I know, okay, within this month, this is what my focus should be on. Within this month, this is the offer I need to make to my list. For this month, for this period of the year, this is the kind of offer I need to make to my list. So you need to create that multiple offers. They have taken you up on your front end offer. The money is in the back end. Keep upselling them on other offers. All right. So the eighth lesson, like I said, is don't be afraid of making multiple offers. And the ninth lesson is place yourself on a salary. Yes, I probably you never expected this, but it's what you should be doing, because I've looked around. I found out that especially in the online space, most online marketers, the newbies most especially, they go broke as fast as they make money. Now there are things that could lead to one going broke, but one of them is, which is very huge, is for people that, in the online marketing space, there is how money you could pick these products. You never expect it to the marketing to be so powerful to convert very highly. But then you start selling this product and boom, maybe in 7 days, in 21 days, in 30 days, in 60 days, you are making this huge money. And once you start making that huge money without any discipline, without any control, not knowing that you are building a business, you start spending the money on things that are not necessary. Okay? You start spending the money lavishly on things that are not necessary. You shouldn't be doing that. What I do as a person is, for every month, I ask myself, what are the basic things I need? And if you know me, I'm a low maintenance guy. All right? When I say I'm a low maintenance guy, I mean I'm not the kind of guy that's, I'm not so much bothered about what the latest fashion is. So I'm not so much bothered about going out there to buy the trendy shoe or the trendy shirt or the trendy. So it's not me. So obviously I'm not going to spend my money on such things. All right. So it's for you to look at yourself and know those things that you lavishly spend money on, that you can as well save those money and reinvest in your business. Okay. So what I do, like I said, is I place myself on the basic salary. The salary is enough to cover my cost for the month, my personal cost for the month. So what are those basic things that I need? How much do I need to get them? And that is it. So any other thing, okay, I can set out a couple of bucks for unforeseen contingencies, things that you never planned but they come up and they are very important. So I also set out a particular figure for that. But what happens is that when I do this, it helps me to reinvest in my business. So when you place yourself on a salary, and it goes without saying, for you to be able to do this, you must have a long-term plan, a long-term vision for your business. If you're playing for the short term, it will be very, very difficult for you to have the discipline to do this. So you should be playing for the long term. You should be looking to build a real business. You should be looking to build a real online business, not something that exists today and tomorrow is gone. No, you should be focused on building a long-term online business. So with that vision, with that focus, it helps you to stay disciplined. So when the money is coming in, you set out a couple to cover the basic necessities. The rest, you should constantly reinvest in your business. Scale your marketing. If you start out a marketing campaign with $5 per day and sales are coming in, scale it. Go $7 per day, go $10 per day, $15, $20, $25, $50, $100 per day, $500 per day. You should be reinvesting, because the more you reinvest in your marketing, the more profit, the more sales you make at the back end. All right? the more return on your investment. And just as much important, just as you reinvesting in your business, always reinvest in yourself. Personal development is key. Personal development is key. At times when I go broke, like, I look around and I realize that I've invested not just in my business, I've also reinvested in myself. I cannot tell you how much I spend on monthly basis on books, on trainings, on programs, but I know that these things, they are for my own good. They are for the interest of my business. They help me get better in my space as a copywriter and a marketer. It helps me get better in my skills, and it helps me grow my business far much better. So you should be reinvesting in yourself. Like I said, the number 9 lesson, place yourself on a salary, then all the extras, reinvest in your personal development, reinvest in your business. It is going to go a long way. It will help you a lot. Don't be quick to show the world that you have arrived, please. Unfortunately, that's also one of the things I see newbie internet marketers do, online business entrepreneurs. When they make the first money, they are quick to show everybody that they have arrived. I'm not against you trying to give yourself some treats, but like I said, know that you are playing the long game. You are building a business that will outlast you. And if that's what you are doing, is that's your game, if that's your focus, then you know that there are things you shouldn't bother yourself with. There are luxuries, frivolities that you shouldn't concern yourself with. So that's the number 9 top online business lesson from 2019. The last but not the least is genuinely care about people. Care about people. Care about your customers. Care about those in the same business as you. Go out of your way to always bring value to your customers. Genuinely care about them. Your customers can feel it when you care about them. All right? Your customers can feel it when you care about them. Your partners can feel it when you care about them. Your colleagues would feel it when you care about them. And when you care about people, when you genuinely care about people, it is one of the things that the return will be way higher. And it goes without saying, when you care about people, some people do things, it's not bad in and of itself. But there are people that they believe for any good thing they do, they expect an immediate return of it. It shouldn't be that way. When you genuinely care about people, it means you going out of your way to see how you can help the person without so much expecting anything in return. But the truth is, when you genuinely care about people, even without expecting anything in return, there will always be a payback. There will always be a return, whether it's from that person or any other person. When you care about your customers and you serve them well, they will always recommend your product. They will always refer people to you. When you care about your business partners, your business colleagues, they will always be willing to come in and help you in your own business. All right, so these are my top 10 online business lessons from 2019. Just a quick recap. Number 1, never depend on one. 2, build your list. 3, don't let fear hold you back. 4, test, and test. Don't assume. 5, have an abundant mindset. 6, always plan ahead, but be flexible. 7, build a team. 8, don't be afraid of making offers. 9, place yourself on a salary. And 10, genuinely care about people. I hope you gain so much value from this video, and if you actually gain value from it, I want to have you leave a comment, tell me how valuable this video has been to you, and be generous, share it with your friends. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.